This is enormous for Cletus McFarland, for us fans, and frankly, for the entire racing industry. So let's figure out what happened and why it matters so much. Cletus McFarland has had an adventurous career in motorsport. He began primarily in drag racing, where the goal is to travel as fast as possible over a limited distance, typically a quarter mile. Aside from drag racing, he spent a lot of time racing Crown Victorias on oval circuits that were typically half a mile to 1 mile long. He even got into drifting, which is when drivers deftly slide their automobiles around steep turns at fast speeds. Cletus has demonstrated his ability in all types of racing, which needs strong car control and rapid reactions. When it comes to licensing someone like Cletus for a larger challenge or a new racing event, the process is considerably different from a standard driver's license test. A typical driving exam takes about 30 minutes and includes fundamental skills such as parallel parking and obeying traffic rules. People should take a hard look at Cletus's entire background. Someone like a rallycross champion may have spent 7 or 8 years perfecting jumps, dirt roads, and tough terrain. A V8 supercar driver could have 10 years of expertise driving fast and heavy vehicles. An open-wheel racer may have spent 6 years focusing on high-speed, lightweight vehicles. Cletus provides a diverse set of skills, having raced a variety of powerful street and race cars, giving him extensive experience in many racing techniques. A driver like him is typically tested on a smaller track, perhaps a half-mile oval, to see how he handles close racing and rapid bends. Following that, they may place him on a 1 mile or mile-and-a-half track to observe how he handles higher speeds and longer turns. Each individual requires a customized test based on their experience. There is seldom a single rule that applies to all situations. Aside from racing, Cletus has worked hard on YouTube, releasing videos for almost 5 years and amassing a large following. His events sometimes include more than 50 automobiles, and he frequently organizes large races with his friends. He is currently preparing for a significant challenge that will take place in just a few weeks, demonstrating his ability to stay occupied and push himself to do more. After spending roughly 40 weekends a year traveling for races, it's encouraging to see Cletus finally balancing job, family, and enjoyment. Racers make enormous sacrifices, yet people like Cletus demonstrate that with hard effort and enthusiasm, you can achieve your goals while still enjoying life after the most difficult battles are finished. Cletus ran into various problems before the event began. He neglected his Hans device, a critical safety equipment that protects the driver's neck and head during crashes. As a result, he was slow to leave the pit lane. His starting position was 24th out of a huge field. Despite the poor start, he made a strong move early and was battling in the top 10 after only a few circuits. However, difficulty arose again when he spotted a problem with his engine. His car began to lose speed, and he quickly dropped back to 20th place, losing the draft with the main group of cars. The team later stated that there was an issue with the valve train, and it was evident that the number 30 Ford was not performing as expected. Cletus had to keep driving and pray that the engine didn't fully fail. Somehow, the automobile survived. Despite the shattered valve spring, Cletus kept pressing. The engine trouble began around lap 5, but he was able to complete more than 75 laps without a complete engine breakdown. There was a very dangerous moment in the last few laps. 2 cars collided just in front of Cletus on the backstretch. While attempting to dodge the spinning cars, one of the damaged automobiles returned to the track and lightly touched Cletus's right rear fender. It might have easily ended his day right then, but he managed to maintain control and avoid spinning off. Under the caution lap, Cletus was seen pumping his fists out the window, relishing the near escape. Later, Cletus had a humorous interview. He said his cut-off sleeves helped him avoid the crash. He claimed he tucked one of his arms and dodged out of the way like a superhero. His sense of humor endeared him to his supporters even more. The race concluded with a 1-lap overtime shootout. Cletus restarted in 14th position. Before even reaching turn 1, a slow automobile triggered a major accident involving multiple drivers. Cletus once again dodged the mayhem. He moved up to 10th place before the caution flag flew, securing his first top -10 finish in ARCA racing. Following the race, Cletus spoke with Nascar on Fox about how difficult it was. He stated that about 5 laps into the race, the number 6 valve spring split in half, causing the engine to lose a significant amount of power. Even with his foot firmly on the gas, he was losing pace, as if he were riding a slow horse while everyone else sped past him. He complimented his spotter, Kevin Hamlin, and racing veteran Greg Biffle for their advice and wisdom in surviving such a difficult race. Cletus expressed a strong desire to return and compete in more stock car races. He even mentioned that he would race again at Talladega in the fall. Although nothing has been formally publicized, it is evident that Cletus has discovered a new enthusiasm for ARCA racing. Finishing 10th at one of America's most famous racetracks in front of 70,000 people watching live is a significant feat for a man who was only making YouTube videos for fun a few years ago. Connor Zilisch was currently enjoying one of his best races of his young career at Talladega Superspeedway. He was only 18 years old and already showed tremendous talent in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Driving the number 88 WeatherTech Chevrolet for JR Motorsports, he fought hard throughout the race and even took the lead from teammate Justin Allgaier with only 6 laps remaining. It was only his 4th superspeedway start in NASCAR's top 3 divisions, but he drove like a seasoned pro. His car was quick, his actions were precise, and he handled pressure better than drivers who had been racing for 10 years or more. Connor was in a tight battle with Jesse Love and Austin Hill, 2 talented Richard Childress racing drivers, in the final laps. The race was tight, and everyone knew the last lap would be hectic. At that vital moment, Jesse Love made a move to overtake Connor on the backstretch. What happened next altered the course of the day drastically. Jesse's car approached too closely, and the 2 friends made contact. Connor's number 88 car spun hard toward the inside wall. He smashed into the safer barrier at tremendous speed, completely destroying the front of his automobile. Connor quickly felt the impact. Over the team radio, he could be heard saying, "Ow, ow, ow, my back! Oh!" It was a frightening few seconds for everyone watching. His race ended there, and he was officially ranked 27th with a DNF. Did not complete. It was a devastating finale because he could have won or finished in the top 3. Connor's strength was evident despite the force of the collision. The AMR safety team arrived at his location within minutes. He managed to climb out of the wrecked number 88 automobile and walk to the ambulance on his own. He was then sent to the infield care facility for examinations. Fortunately, after a brief check, he was released without serious injuries. Connor said afterward, "Yeah, I'm okay. That was one of the wrecks where you move your legs and make sure everything is okay afterwards." He also complimented his team, stating, "Very grateful to drive safe JR Motorsports race cars." Even though Jesse Love's action had caused the accident, the 2 young drivers were not angry with each other. Jesse, who had won Talladega the previous spring, instantly went to check on Connor. He met him at the infield care center, where they exchanged hugs. Connor later said, "Jesse is probably my best friend in the world. Grateful to have someone like him who can come and stand in front of me and give me a hug after that." This moment demonstrated that even in a sport fraught with competitiveness and wrecks, true friendship can endure. The incident itself was a reminder of how hazardous racing can be, even with current safety features such as safer barriers and robust car designs. At speeds approaching 190 miles per hour, even a minor mistake or contact might result in a major disaster. In this situation, both the vehicle and the safety systems performed their functions. The most important thing was that Connor was able to walk away without any significant injuries.